It's Tuesday. You know what that means? More crap from Raw.
Yeah, baby. Woo.
Welcome to. Oh my God, we're in the wrong place. Hang on.
No, we're not.
Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I am your host, Comic Bob. I'm joined, as usual, every week by my good friend Hollywood Frank.
HW, baby.
You can find us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about all the stories, the big stories in wrestling. And so Charlotte and Nia Jax tried to kill each other.
Boom. You got a little stiff there.
A little stiff, dude. Did you watch it?
Not yet.
This was not basically. Nia was. Oh my God, man, she's so bad. She. Here's the thing. When she's trying to be safe, she's not that bad. When she's trying to be on the same level as someone who's better than her, like Charlotte, she just craps the bed, dude. And this was, dude, it was so bad. This was like, remember when Thunder Rosa had that match with was it Ivelisse?
Yep.
And like Ivelisse, just like halfway through the match, Ivelisse just quit. She just quit selling. You know, it was worse than that. And at one point, Charlotte just got pissed off and slapped the crap out of her. But we're burying the lead here. As always, guys, we're going to check in with everyone that's here. Maltecita said, I'm stuck in traffic, but it could be worse. I could be in Cleveland. You need to get some new material, brother.
Yeah. Come on. Work on something new, brother.
Yeah. But thanks for being here, brother. We appreciate it. Hicks Villain said, sup?
Yep. What's up?
We want to thank you guys for being here. And as always,
Sup?
What's up?
Sup?
What's up?
Sup?
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
But it's crazy. It's a weird week, man. Adam Cole is definitely no longer with WWE. We could be just 5 days away from the debut of Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Because apparently the plans for his debut have changed, and
yep.
we're on the cusp of All Out, so a lot of stuff to get into. But before we do that, I want to get into our favorite segment: the good, the bad, and the ugly. I went first last week, so Frank, you get to take off, and you get to use basically. I get the feeling that we're gonna pretty much have the same good, bad, and ugly this week.
Yeah, you know what? The bad and the ugly seem to always be about the same thing. Rule of life, yeah, you never want to fight a Samoan. Yeah,
dude, she. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Charlotte's a much better wrestler. But Nia Jax is a big ass woman, dude. I mean, she's a big one. She's a big one, and it's you don't want to fight a Samoan.
Yeah. Montecito. No, it couldn't be worse. It could be in Cleveland. It could be worse. It could be getting hurricaned.
Yeah, Louisiana's getting absolutely smashed. Johnny Cage says, CM Punk, dude. Hey, 5 days away.
Hey,
yeah.
Be patient.
Yeah,
like Punk said, it's not my shtick.
Breathe.
It's not my shtick. Gotta be a little patient.
Breathe.
A little patience.
Yeah.
My good is just gonna be about this weekend, All Out. Possibly because, as Bob alluded to, Bryan Danielson, with COVID, they're unsure if they're going to be able to have the AEW in New York, and it could be some kind of quarantine limits, and with fans not being able to be in attendance, they're going to probably push Bryan Danielson to this Sunday at All Out.
Yeah,
So I'm happy. I'm happy to get him early. I'm just going to make this pay-per-view even bigger with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. And as Bob also said, Adam Cole's a free agent.
Adam Cole, baby.
Maybe he shows up at All Out, and they just keep adding to it. Ruby Soho now could be there as well. Could be All Out and All In to AEW.
It's
my bad is Charlotte and Nia. Just I don't know what to say. I mean, I didn't see the whole match. I read about it and saw just little bits and pieces, but
it was pretty. I'll put it this way: it was probably the most entertained I've been watching a WWE match show for a long time. Watching Raw, definitely watching Raw for a while.
And if you don't like that, I mean, what's also bad is McMahon going off on the creative team from Monday. They rewrote that show 3, 4, or 5 times. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could tell how terrible Raw was this week.
Yeah,
and my ugly Dewdrop versus Eva Marie. It was supposed to be a match. It turned into just like it wasn't even a match. It was just like a segment because Dewdrop attacked her from behind, did a splash on her. The referee didn't even do the pin, didn't even ring the bell to start the match. Just what are they doing with these ladies?
Dude, WWE's women's division is in a shambles, man. It's a shadow of what it used to be.
So that's my GBU.
Okay, my good, my bad, my ugly. The freaking card for All Out just keeps getting better and better and better. So much excitement. And the fact that Adam Cole did not re-sign with WWE, which means he's good. That doesn't mean that he's done there. Now, let me make this very clear. It means that he's negotiating. And
he has all the leverage. He has all the leverage.
He has tons of leverage. It's all in his wheelhouse, man. And here's the thing. Because he has all the leverage, he can make the demands that he wants. And if WWE are not willing to pony up with it, and it does, and we all know how Vince feels, what he wants going forward. So Vince may look at him and say, you know what? I don't want you going to AEW with all this momentum that you have, but I'm not going to push you in the future. So who knows? But All Out looks amazing. A lot of stuff happening in New Japan as well. Big show coming up for New Japan here. Actually, the day before, and actually the day of All Out, we've got Wrestling Grand Slam. Awesome match lineup for that show. A new feud. You guys don't know. Roppongi 3K has broken up. Yo and Sho are now feuding with each other, and they are going to have their first singles match. That's going to be freaking bonker shit, dude. Also, Hiroshi Tanahashi defending the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion that he just won from Lance Archer against Kota Ibushi. That's going to be dope as hell. A lot of really good, just crazy good wrestling going to be happening this weekend, guys. Oh God, yeah, that's you buried the lead on me, X-Villain. My bad was going to be the new NXT logo. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but man, it is like it's like some tie-dye thing. It really feels like somebody is like lost in the past with that logo, man. It's not great. And it makes me fear for NXT. And honestly, I think all this stuff that happened with NXT in the last few weeks, the last month or so, it being completely dismantled the way it is, I think that weighed very heavily in on Adam Cole's decision to sign, whether or not he's going to sign or not. And it could weigh very heavily on Pete Dunne's decision of whether or not he's going to sign out, because they tried to get him to sign, I think it was like a 1-month extension so that they could negotiate his contract. And from what I have heard, he has not signed that extension. So He could be going. He could be gone here in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was my bad. My ugly was Nia versus Charlotte, dude. I mean, dude, actually, it wasn't just Nia versus Charlotte, as you guys saw on the graphic for this week. Omos's match was ugly. Like that dude. Look, I got no problem with them having him walk around being a giant dude, and but that's his shtick, dude. He's big. He's really, really big. But man, he was stiff. I mean, he was as stiff could possibly be. And the thing is a lot of the WWE fanboys are trying to blame Morrison for that. I'm watching and going, there is no way that is Morrison's fault. That's Omos's fault. That's Omos being greener than duck shit, man. I mean, dude, dude, it was as bad as what happened with Nia and Charlotte was, and we'll get into that here in a minute. What happened with Omos and Morrison was almost as bad. So that's why I put on there as like Nia, like little graphic saying Nia's like, I'm the worst worker in wrestling, and Omos is like, hold my beer. But yeah, the Raw this week, it sucks too because Raw actually had some good stuff on it, but then it had that. And as entertaining as it was to see Nia Jax basically beat the shit out of Charlotte for real, which they're trying to claim that it was a work shoot. And I'm like, that's the most impressive work shoot I've ever seen. They deserve Oscars for that acting job. It looked to me like Charlotte was really pissed off at Nia for being stiff and slapped her in the face for real. And then Nia was like, you forgot that I'm like twice your size, right? I could basically bench press you and slam you through the friggin'. Oh, I'll tell you what, dude, that finishing slam that she put on Charlotte, she put some stank on that thing, man.
Don't be messing with Vince's girl now.
You're killing my golden goose. But yeah, that's my good, my bad, my ugly. Real quick, Molly C said the good. Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks. Yeah, dude. The bad Dragon Rush knee injury. The ugly Nia's afro looks like she put a fork in a light socket. Dewdrop came in full baby face and attacked you from behind. Great boogie. Yeah. That's WWE, man. There's no such thing as pure heels or villains anymore. Hicksman, yeah. See, I'm of two minds on this. It's they don't need to prematurely debut Daniel Bryan. Mayor Dingleberry says you can get the first shot same day you can go to the show. That's true. Oh man, Indie Kid's back.
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas? Good to see you.
Oh my back. God, Indie Kid.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, man, we're trying to bring this thing back all the way back around. So Johnny Cage says, so who's going to be Charlotte's first opponent on AEW? Dude, somebody actually said that the way that they're booking her and whatnot, it's almost like they're trying to drive her out of the company. But I'm like, dude, there's no way. That's Vince's, like I said, that's Vince's golden goose. She checks every box for that guy. So he will hold on to her for as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Vixman said Omos is what WWE wants, big guys that can't wrestle, no more indie midget. Yeah, that's exactly what they said. They want big giant guys. They would rather get guys like him who are big, huge guys, or guys who are like that, or like decent size who have athletic ability, and teach them how to be wrestlers, than go out and find actual wrestlers.
Come on, I want to see a WLC match like they had before with Hornswoggle and the other little guys. God.
Yeah, so did Strowman. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If that's the kind of guy they want, why did they get rid of Strowman? The only reason they got rid of Strowman is because he had a crazy, it was money. He had that crazy contract. They got rid of him so that they could bring him back for less. So, could stop in before talking balls tonight. No problem, brother.
That's right. We'll take you, man.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Come back whenever
anytime.
You can.
But yeah, anyway, we got to talk about this thing with Charlotte. So the match starts, and dude, Nia she's gained weight. She's absolutely 100% gained weight, And her look, this new look that she has is, I agree with Hicks Village. It looks weird.
It does.
Well, Malicita, I'm sorry. Malicita said it. Yeah, it looks weird. But dude, man, when they finally did like lock up like that, I was like, that's when I realized, like, God dang, man, Charlotte's not a small woman. Like,
No, she's not.
Charlotte's like damn near
She's
6
not.
foot.
And Charlotte's one of the women only one of the few women you can work a match like that with, because if you got somebody, her and Ripley, because if you're doing that against somebody, you're doing it against a Bianca or a Sasha or Bailey.
Oh,
I mean,
they're gonna die.
They're getting crushed. Dude, I'm sorry.
Friggin' Alexa's like a child next to her. It's insane, man. But yeah, so the match starts, and right off the bat, you could tell they were not on the same page. It was beyond sloppy. They were missing cues. Nia was working super, super stiff. I mean, she did this basically a was it like a I'm trying to remember what exactly it is. Basically, she picked Charlotte up on her shoulder. She threw her off and literally threw her on her head. Like just picked her up and just almost spiked her. Yeah, oh my God, shut the hell up, man. Supernatural witch. Yeah, she better supernatural all the sandwiches in the world into her stomach so she can put on a couple of pounds before she gets stomped into the ground by this giant Samoan woman. But yeah, Nia was working super, super favorite Nia match ever. Dude, like I said, it was probably the most entertaining match that I've watched on WWE in a while, on Raw in a while. But man, it was super dangerous, man. This was the Nia of old, who's way too big and strong, doesn't know what she's doing, doesn't really know how to execute these moves. And Charlotte came back at her, and she laid in. Basically, Charlotte laid in when Nia was on her knees. She laid in with a kick on Nia. Just basically like, hey, she basically tried to get Nia to like, hey, straighten up. And as soon as she did that, Nia immediately went, oh, okay, I'm done with this. And after that, it was one stiff botch after the other. And finally, Charlotte like just hauled off and just smacked her in the face. And at that point, that's when Nia went, yeah, you forget who you're in the ring with. It's like, I'm Godzilla. Okay. You about to get smashed. And that's exactly what happened. She got beat up by a big old Samoan woman. And, and like I said, when Nia finished that off, she picked her, she basically almost like a choke slam. But she put her hand on her chest and she just went down, man. And I was like, okay, there's going to be a fight in the back there's not gonna be a fight because Charlotte's like, oh, she's gonna freaking kill me. I ain't gonna fight her, but there's gonna be a lot of yelling. It's gonna be a lady fight.
Yeah. All it takes is Charlotte being on the shelf for even a short amount of time, and Vince would go off. Hey, Yule, welcome back, brother.
What's up, my brother?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hang on, man.
You take Charlotte out for any considerable time.
Anybody wants to come in here and talk about this, you feel free. Right there's the link, man.
McMahon's gonna be livid.
Oh yeah. That's what I said. Look, we all know the only reason why Nia Jax wasn't sent back to the training center is because she's The Rock's niece. That's the only reason. And she went into Vince's office and she basically got on her hands and knees and she bawled her eyes out. And he was like, okay. And after that, she kind of leveled off, but this was just basically her just leaning back into that. And here's the thing. She has an argument about being pissed off because, like Yul said, Charlotte was slapping her around and that pissed her off. And man, like I said, like she just basically, it was like that match that Andre the Giant had with the Warrior, where he told the Warrior, like, no, don't slam me, like, don't hit me real hard, don't slam me, and he kept doing it, and then finally Andre just stood up and became a friggin' immovable object and just punched him dead in the face. And it's like that was the end of that.
No, it shouldn't matter who her uncle is.
Yeah,
you're right, Johnny.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing. Like when Nia stopped pretending, that's when you realize, oh, she's a freaking monster. Like she's like, geez, dude. Like if you look at that picture. Like, here, let's take a look at this thing here for a second. Where's it at? Where'd I put it? There it is. Let's show this thing, man. I thought this was clever. All right. Let me open it up. There it is. And share screen and window. There it is. Okay. Look how much freaking bigger she is. It's like, oh, like at first I'm like you don't realize it, because they don't really spend a whole lot of time like right up on top of each other. But then like that picture, like when I pulled that picture, I was like, oh damn, okay. So if she wants to, she can rip friggin' Charlotte's head off. So yeah, it's Mount Caesar. You can be big and put on a safe match, but but with her weight gain, it's only made her more dangerous because she can't control the weight shift. That's something that I actually brought up that I got into a little bit of a back and forth. Yeah, this is definitely raw underground crap. If only Lacey could stop having kids, she could be top blonde. Pretty much, dude. That's Vince's type, man. But yeah, dude, like the increased weight gain definitely is a problem. And yeah, you don't have a Mount Cedar, it says your mic's not working, dude. So you need to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, he had that problem with Yokozuna when he gained weight. It just got really tough for him. Yeah, it got really well. Not only that, but it like he said, it's hard for him to it's hard for her to like not to for starters, she's already bigger and stronger than everybody else there. There we go. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you. So what did you think about this Haas fight?
Jesus Christ.
It was like I said, man, it was entertaining, but at the same time you're going, yeah, somebody's gonna die.
I have been in a situation like this.
Do tell.
Or I'm the big person. At the time I was 6'7", probably over 500 pounds.
God dang.
I'm not that no more. I'm still 6'7", but I definitely dropped the weight.
Yeah, that's a Haas fight right there.
But for me, it was my opponents weren't listening. It was a 2-on-1, so they got what I had to protect myself. So the situation became me whooping their ass to protect myself. So I can kind of see where this was going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're all big boys, you.
Yeah. There's a couple of big boys here, but yeah, like this thing. Like, here's the thing: I don't wish any ill will on Nia Jax. I don't wish any will on her, but it was clear from the moment she came up that she was just not ready. And the number of people that she has injured in the ring, it can't be ignored. And I can understand Charlotte being upset with her with the way, with how stiff she was working, man. Like that move when she dumped Charlotte off her shoulder and pretty much just landed on her head. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, Charlotte's got 100% got a reason to be angry. But man, if you're going to lean into someone this big, like, you better be ready to go.
Yeah. And that's what I'm getting at, man, because I pride myself on being a very safe worker, especially since I am so big I wrestle a lot of smaller guys. So, I've taken more hits and let them slide on receipts than anything else because,
Yeah.
They're going to go. I can take the hit. But the way Nia moves, the way she wrestles, it's only gotten worse.
Yeah. And I'm not the only one that sees it. She's put on a lot of weight.
She has.
Yeah. And like you said, man, like that completely messes with her center of gravity. It messes with when she's in motion, the amount of power that's behind everything that she does, that's going to completely shift.
Oh yeah, dude. And I'm honestly freaking shout out to Charlotte, man, for taking those freaking forearms, man.
Ooh, dude.
Because
yeah, like Meltzer's trying to say that this was a work shoot. I'm like, if this is a work shoot, this is the best damn work shoot in wrestling history.
No, those things were freaking rocking her, man.
Yeah. This was basically two women who got pissed off at each other, and things got real for a minute, and then Charlotte's like, "Okay, let's just take this thing home and be done with it."
Which was the smartest move she could ever make.
Yes, because Nia was about to kill her.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm telling you what, I like that slam that she used. That was completely. That was not a work slam. That was Nia basically just picking her up. It wasn't any kind of slam I've ever seen. She picks her up and it looks almost like a choke slam, but she puts her hand in the middle of her chest so that when she pushes her down, she can flatten her.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she just planted Charlotte, man. It was like boom, and it was like, yo, this fight's over.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what that move was meant to do.
Yep, that was basically Nia being like, "You better put some respect on my name."
And even there, I mean, I'm sure McMahon's in the back end gorilla, like yelling stuff into the referee's ear to tell the women to.
Yeah, you could tell he's like, "Okay, like we're ending this right now," because it was clear that, and it was, and just every move after that was just completely sloppy. Nia wasn't selling anything; she was just done. And they were like, okay, we got to end this thing like right now. Yeah. And I guarantee you they're both going to get some talking to in the back, but Nia she's messing with Vince's golden girl. And yeah. What was that?
I said, well, that was very much her Nia telling Charlotte, it's like, you may be queen of the E, but you're my bitch.
Yeah. Well, it's basically this, this is basically Nia saying, if this was real, you wouldn't have a chance. So, Vince has nothing to worry about. That was such good shit. But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it was entertaining to watch, but at the same time, I'm going, oh man, this is bad. This is really bad. And I was legit worried for a minute when Charlotte went down on her head like that, because it took her a second to get up, and I was like, man, if she injures Charlotte again, this might be the last time we ever see Nia Jax. So, but
well, if that was me, I'd be like, I'm staying down.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, okay, it's like, all right, you know what? Time out. we gotta talk. Let's talk about this. I'm sorry for kicking you. I'm sorry for slapping you.
What would be real interesting is if you see them having another match next week.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. Yeah. Now let me ask you. Let me ask you this, Malcito. Now one of the things I do know is that Vince likes, when he punishes somebody, he does like to do that. He likes to have them have another match, and he makes the other person that he feels is responsible put the other person over. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. And yeah, and if we do, whoever gets put over, we're gonna know who Vince blamed for it.
Yep.
But
the only thing is can they work with each other again? How much are the feelings hurt?
Yeah, it depends on, like I said, like Meltzer swears up and down that this was a work shoot. I don't think it was. I think what people think is that they were supposed to kind of put on a work shoot thing, but when Nia started going super stiff and Charlotte didn't like it, and Charlotte retaliated, that it turned into an actual shoot.
Yep.
Well, it's like with the Thunder Rosa and Evil East. They
Yeah.
were like, "Oh no, it was a work shoot. It was a work shoot." And then whatever happened in Evil East, she's like, "No, that shit was real."
Yeah, like a couple weeks later, Evil East comes out and she's like, no, that was real. And it's like, oh, well, here we go. Here comes CM Punk's biggest dick rider.
Hello there.
What's up, Johnny?
Oh,
What's up, guys?
jeez.
What up, Johnny?
So, all right, so we beat this horse into the ground here. Let's switch over to something a little bit more fun. Let's talk about that friggin' Jurassic Express versus Lucha Brothers match, man. What'd you guys think?
Oh man, it was so fun.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't on the same level as like Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks or FTR, but it was a lot of fun, man. It was okay. You're just go put your glasses on, Yul.
Yeah, quit being evil. Quit being evil.
You're being a heel, man. I thought it was fun.
Hello, Justin. Hey, Justin.
What's up, Justin? Hey, Justin. What's up, brother? Guys, at 8:30 tonight, go check out Justin and Marcus over on the Bird and the Villain, man. They have a great little wrestling show. Their show's bigger than ours. But it's good to see you, man. Good to see you back. I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Yeah, glad to have you, Justin, man. Even if it's for a short time today, we're glad to have you.
Yep. Oh crap. Escape.
If Luchasaurus wrestles, what? How you leaving Luchasaurus wrestles?
If Luchasaurus wrestles, I leave. Come on, dude. He's not that bad.
He's gotten better.
You need to come in here so we can talk to you about this crap, dude.
I do like Jungle Boy better when he's alone.
Jungle
A
Boy,
lot more.
dude, well, Jungle Boy is a future star, man.
Yeah, and Rob and I talk about it every once in a while. Jungle Boy is only going to get better when he is not Jungle Boy anymore.
Yeah, when he becomes
he's a singles competitor, and
he goes back Jack Perry, then he's gonna really, his star is really gonna take off. But that kid's gonna be a star. But yeah, dude, I'm super excited for All Out, man. The Bucks versus Lucha Brothers. I think actually
in a cage.
What's that?
In a cage.
In a cage. Yeah, dude. And I honestly think I think the Bucks are losing. I think Lucha Brothers are taking the titles.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
And honestly, it's in my mind, the progression needs to go Lucha Brothers, let them have their run, and then it's gotta be Santana and Ortiz. It has to be, dude. Those guys have been waiting in the wings for so long, and they deserve it, you know?
Yep.
And they have great chemistry with the Lucha Brothers.
Yes.
If anybody remembers their Impact tag matches.
Yes, dude, man. I can't freaking wait. Whoa. We lost Maldacito.
Uh-oh.
Stop that.
Uh-oh.
But all right, Maldacito, the link is in the chat, man. If you want to come in, jump in. Anybody else that's in the chat that wants to come in, jump in, talk about this for a little bit. Appreciate it. But yeah, so Rampage, Jurassic Express versus Lucha Brothers. I thought that was the best match of the night. Even better than Cajun Kazarian versus Omega and Brandon Cutler. Dude, poor Brendan Cutler, dude. That guy, he's just being his career has just been. He's now officially the biggest geek of all. It's crazy. But yeah, that match with the Lucha Brothers winning, man, which is going to lead to that match of them versus the Bucks at All Out, which we got to talk about the All Out card, man. Make our predictions. It's a long time coming, and I honestly think that when we were talking about the whole thing with who's going to turn on who with Andrade, you really still think Pac's going to be the one that turns?
Yep.
See,
Still
do.
do.
I think Lucha Brothers are gonna. See, you got me thinking about it now, and you got me thinking that maybe you're right, because Pac is so much better when he's a heel, and even though they're still kind of pseudo heels with in Death Triangle,
Yep.
He's better when he's a super heel. You know what I mean? And we right now, because the Lucha Brothers are so popular, they're not really heels. They're kind of like in that Becky Lynch, Steve Austin kind of era. You know what I mean?
Tweener stuff.
Tweener stuff, yeah. So, but yeah, man, like I don't know, man. I still think I would rather see them with Andrade, because I think it'd be really cool to have that kind of have a faction like that, especially with all the other potential people that could be coming in.
Yeah, but
like Andrade said, he wants to rebuild his entire faction from back in CML.
Right, but you know the Lucha Brothers are going in as the faces versus the Bucks in that tag match.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at this point, but oh my god.
Yeah, but going back to the card, I mean, you got.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the top of the card and we'll like go through our predictions and talk about it.
Right.
All right. So we got the women's casino battle royale.
Yep.
Right now the known participants are Julia Hart, Big Swole, The Bunny, Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose, Red Velvet, Ty Conti, Penelope Ford, Diamante, and there was somebody was they just announced a couple of other people. I can't remember. I'm trying to find it. Where's here? The one person we know is probably going to make their debut is Ruby Soho.
Yeah, because I mean, that's just the typical AEW when they have these battle royals. There's somebody unexpected comes out.
Right.
Is Nikki Riot a free agent?
Is Ruby Soho? I mean, Ruby Soho.
Yeah, Ruby, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sheeta and they added Sheeta and they added oh god, what's her name? Hicks Villain's calling her Freddie Mercury. Sakura.
If memory serves me correctly, Johnny, the Ruby Riott is a free agent starting after today. I think today, the 31st, was her end of her 90-day no compete.
Yeah, so she may actually show up on Dynamite.
I would wait till because like I said, they usually have somebody come out and make their debut at these things.
Yeah, Emi Sakura.
I would wait, but yeah, I think that round of free agents is today's her last day.
Yeah,
and I can't remember who was all in that. I think is Bray Wyatt part of that.
No, Bray's not up for like another month.
Is Braun part of it?
Braun is part of it. Yeah, Braun was part of that round.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The rumor, the scuttlebutt is Braun is he's either going to re-sign with WWE or he might be signing with Impact. Same thing with Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy's in that batch too. But the other two people are Emi Sakura and Jade Cargill. Which if Jade Cargill's in this thing, she's probably winning it. That's what I'm thinking about it. What do you think?
I was thinking Thunder Rosa.
See, I don't think so, because Thunder Rosa doesn't need to win this to get a title shot. She's consistently in the title picture. So is Anna Jay ready to return? Yeah, actually, I think that's the other person. I feel like that they're building with Tay versus Bunny and Penelope. Yeah. You'll just threw up in my mouth. Okay, dude, but that's the way they're pushing her. Oh, damn, we got some royalty with us.
What is up, boys?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there. How y'all doing?
We're doing great, man.
Good,
We're
man.
Doing great.
It's an exciting week, man. We got some crazy level wrestling going on this week.
Dude, All Out coming. Dynamite tomorrow night.
Yep.
SmackDown's always better than Raw, so you can't complain
SmackDown
about
is
that.
SmackDown's actually been decent.
SmackDown's turned into the A show.
Yeah, it has.
It really is the A show.
And then also this weekend we've got, like I said, we've got Super Showdown with New Japan.
Yes.
We got Tanahashi versus Ibushi for the U.S. title. We know that they're setting up Tanahashi versus Moxley. We got Show versus Yo, and I don't know how into New Japan you are, man, but there's some really cool stuff going on over there.
I'm just now getting into New Japan, but
hey,
I've
let me
always
know if you
kept-
want some. Yeah, let me know if you want some match ideas, man. I'll tell you some to watch because I'm a huge New Japan fan.
Hey, Johnny Man or Justin, that resurgence we live reacted to last month or earlier this month was awesome.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! That match between Archer and Tanahashi with Moxley sitting at ringside, was so cool. Seeing the impact, like just seeing so many different companies working together like this, man. Like we talked about it. We've been calling it the wrestling renaissance. You know, it's like it's never been a better time to be a wrestling fan. There's so much out there, and there's so much for everybody. But
it's absolutely amazing, man. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. I think I tweeted that out the other day. It's a great time.
Yeah.
So
and Moose just looked, man.
Moose was great.
His match of resurgence was awesome,
dude. For a guy that big, and actually Moose is starting to get up there in years, man. And well, I mean, it's Ishii, man. Ishii doesn't have bad matches, but they put on that was probably my favorite match of the entire night at Resurgence. But if you get a chance to, man, I would check it out. There's some awesome stuff on that show.
Yeah, and
watching the Gorillas, watching the God come out to face off against the Good Brothers, that was awesome, man. I'm so upset that they were having those that they were having audio issues there because you know that there was going to be some shit talking going on. But
not with the Good Brothers, no.
Or Tonga Loa, man.
Yeah.
But,
and Will Ospreay coming out.
Oh God, did you at least see the promo?
No,
dude, he cut a promo for the ages, man. Like
I will look it up.
He was talking. He basically saying, "I'm not going back to New Japan. I'm staying stateside." So he's going to be working strong. But he's talking crap about. He's like, "I'll go wherever." Anybody's like, anybody that talks crap to me, I'll go there. It's like hey, like those wankers in AEW, Impact. I don't care. So we've got all this crossover between New Japan, Impact, AEW, AAA. Man, this is gonna be and as this thing keeps going and if it pays dividends, I think we're just gonna keep seeing more and more of it. And we're gonna get these dream matches, and I think that's one of the reasons why Bryan Danielson is gonna be showing up in AEW because that's what he wants. He's wrestling for the sake of wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. You know, because his contract's gonna say, "Hey, you can wrestle with us. You're gonna be able to wrestle in New Japan." And wherever you want. That's what's great about AEW is that they give them that flexibility to be able to do that. So I'm excited about him, man. I think, he is getting a little up in age, but the guy can still put on matches.
He can.
Oh God, yeah, dude. I mean, he's like, we could sit here and we could probably just jock rock like 20 or 30 matches that could be 5-star matches with him versus pretty much anybody. Him versus Ibushi, him versus Tanahashi. I want to see him versus. Because they had a match a long time ago when they were young. I want to see him versus Zack Sabre Jr. Because man, that'd be crazy. Him versus Chris Bay. I mean, and him versus Moxley. Him versus Jungle Boy. Some of the guys over in AEW. There's a lot of dream matches that can come out of that. But speaking of dream matches, man, we got to talk about this All Out card.
Yeah, and Rob and I talked about even having Bryan Danielson back there working with these guys.
Oh yeah, I mean you're one of the greatest, one of the best technical wrestlers that ever been. Yeah.
So just helping elevate Jungle Boy and MJF and these younger guys there. Darby Allin. It's just having Bryan Danielson just makes him so much better.
Yeah, I mean, God, man, I can't wait for that match with him and Punk, man, because Punk's going to give him the rub.
Yeah,
like he needs it.
And AEW's had some luck with some of the older veterans. I mean, I just read an article the other day about Sting and his attitude with working with the talent backstage and kind of coaching up the talent. And they said Tony Khan said he has been absolutely amazing for the locker room to have.
And the morale, the morale there, they said every report that's coming out said the morale is just through the roof, which is the exact opposite of WWE right now.
Yeah.
It's like literally these veterans are going in and saying it's exciting to see these young guys who love what we've been doing our whole lives. It's not just a paycheck for them. It's like, this is a passion for them, and being able to pass on, like having someone like Sting. Can you imagine if Flair does end up showing up, like hanging, signing up with AEW, having 3 of the 4 horsemen there to show these guys how it's done. It doesn't get any better than that.
hey, and you know, you got Dean Malenko in the back.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, it's crazy, dude. It's like all these guys that are like the mainstays and who basically built the industry or were part of building the industry. And like, they're there. And these young guys are like, they've got these young, hungry guys that are eager to learn, you know? And I like, you know, like I said, like you look at all the rookies out there in the business right now. Darby, you know, guys like Darby, guys like Sammy, guys like Britt Baker, has any other wrestlers improved as much as they have over the last year?
It's been major improvement. Britt Baker herself has to be the most improved wrestler in AEW.
Yes. That's what I said. I like she has to be the most improved wrestler of 2020, hands down. Over because when she came in, like we were talking earlier, she was green as green. She was like greener than duck shit, greener than goose shit, man. But she came in there with a hunger and a passion, and like she elevated her game, and like she still got a little bit of work to do in the ring, I think. But man, everything else, she's got a lot of lockdown.
So where's Adam Cole going, Justin?
Probably AEW. I can't see him going anywhere else now. You know, he didn't re-sign with WWE, and so the only place I could see him going is AEW, and with that flexibility to work New Japan, or Impact if he wants to. But yeah, I think he's going to end up in AEW. And why not? His girlfriend's there. Probably going to be his fiance soon. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I mean, it's his friends are there, his longtime friends are there.
Yes.
The company with a hot hand is there. His girlfriend, like you said, his fiance is there. You know, they'll give him a fat contract. The only possibility I see is that maybe New Japan drops something for him, and depends on even wherever he goes, it's going to be with an open contract.
Yes.
So that he's like, hey, if I want to go do this, I'm going to go do this.
You will see Adam Cole in AEW.
100%.
Whether he signs with New Japan or not, you'll see him in AEW.
Yeah. And actually, Maldacito, that's 100% true, man. She found herself when she left her comfort zone and became a heel.
Yep.
100%. But the only other thing I see possible for Adam Cole is somebody said that there was a possibility that Ring of Honor might offer him Marty Scurll's old job. And if that were to happen, that might be tempting enough for him to pull him away. But I honestly don't see them doing that. I don't see them taking a chance like that again. And I think it's pretty much a lock, unless Vince literally drives a truck of money up to his house and basically drops a check and says, "Just tell me how many zeros." But it would take. I honestly think it would take like a Brock Lesnar level contract for him to sign with WWE at this point, because he knows they're not going to push him. You know,
it wouldn't take that much for me to sign with them if they did.
It wouldn't take that much for me to do it either. But
like, oh well.
With a guy that
fanboys, I'm gone.
But no, with a guy like him, with options like he's got, you know, he's gonna get whatever deal he takes. It's gonna be the one that he wants.
Yeah.
But so this AEW All Out card, man, pretty much Ruby Soho is a lock to probably make her debut during the women's battle royal. But now that Jade Cargill's in there, man, for me, it's either we know that they like to let the surprise person win. I think if she does make her debut there, it's going to come down to her and Jade Cargill, because whether you like Jade Cargill or not, they are pushing her to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And to the moon.
I have a hard time seeing Jade Cargill losing. You know,
but she's so green. She's so green.
She is. She's got amazing. Look, she's an amazing athlete. She's got great presence. It's kind of like Moose used to be like a couple of years ago. It's when she steps into the ring is when she becomes suspect. But if they keep training her the right way, and so far that's what's pretty much happened with everybody, with all the talent that they're really interested in pushing, you know, she could turn into a good big woman wrestler. It's just right now, it's like, I don't know.
She has star potential written all over her.
Yeah.
Just absolute star. Is it too early for her to win it? Probably, but you know what? It'd at least be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yep. She's gonna make it entertaining, you know. But like you said, I mean, we would say that whoever was the Joker per se usually wins it. But then Matt Sydal was in it last year, or was it last year?
Poor
he
Matt
didn't win it.
Sydal, man.
God.
he definitely made an impact. It was unfortunately the impact was on his head.
Oh my gosh. You know, so normally we'd say, yeah, whoever's Joker's going to win it. But I would love to see Ruby Soho win it. I think she's going to be an excellent addition to this roster.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is like the way you could get Jade out of there and protect her by basically doing like the Big Show treatment to her. Just have like 4 or 5 people gang up on her and throw her out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can protect her like that, which you know that's what they're going to do to Nyla Rose. You know, it's like, so you've got these a couple of monsters in there. You know they're going to dump her out. They're going to gang up on that. So that's a way to do it and protect her. Or if you really want to like light a fire under her, you have Ruby. Ruby eliminate her, and then she's got someone she's got an enemy. Mm-hmm. So. They could go that route, but what's the next match here? Next match, the final fight, MJF versus Jericho, man. I think Jericho's losing this.
At least let it be the final fight.
Johnny's a hater, dude.
What?
Justin's like, what the hell are you talking about? At least have the balls to show your face, Johnny, if you're gonna say something like that. I think
wanted MJF to work something else, man. I've had enough of this.
No, I get that. They have been going at it for a while, and I definitely think that this is the end of it, and that's why I think Jericho's losing this. Because I think he's going to step away for a little bit, dude. I think he might go behind the announcer's desk for a while. At his age, man, he might be feeling the effects here a little bit and need a little bit of time to rest up.
And as Boogie said before, when you're done as a wrestler, you're putting that guy over.
Put that young guy over.
You're going out putting that young guy over.
Because Max is already, in my opinion, one of the biggest heels in the business, if not the biggest heel in the business. And if he retires Jericho, my God, dude, he becomes Larry Zbyszko.
Don't you think Jericho's already put him over though?
He has, but that's the thing is also when you talk to Jericho, when he's not pulling kayfabe, he says his whole reason for being there was he wants to put these guys over. Mm-hmm. He's another one of those veteran guys that's like he's so excited to see these young guys coming up, you know. And
how can he do that if he's on the announcing team though?
I don't think he's going to be there forever, though. I think he's just going to take a little bit of time off. I think he's going to take a couple of months. They're going to work something out,
have him come back somehow.
He'll make a comeback. Yeah, somehow.
If Jericho can come back to the ring, I'm okay with him losing. But as he says, I'm done. I'll go to the announcing table.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing Hicksville put in there. Jericho, he did put his pen saying he'll never wrestle in AEW again. So he could still wrestle in Impact. He can still wrestle in New Japan because I know New Japan has been trying to get him to do a match for them for a while now. So, and then that can also lead into something like we've always seen these storylines where somebody gets retired from wrestling, something happens, and a storyline happens where they bring them back, and the person that put them out, or the person that puts them out demands that they come back. Yeah. So that's what I think would be cool. Is if like the Inner Circle just starts making at some point down the line here, the Inner Circle starts just making MJF's life a living hell. And he's like, Jericho, get your ass back out here. You know, so he kind of summons him back that way. There's all kinds of storyline things they could do to do that. Yeah. But I feel like I think Jericho's going to take a step back, and I think he's going to take a little bit of time off here.
So you remember the guy on CM Punk's debut that was crying when CM Punk debuted?
Yeah.
That would be me if Jericho loses.
Oh, dude. Oh, it would be. Oh, God, dude. That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, that's what you want. You want that crazy level emotion. How big would that be?
I'm going to throw something through my TV.
Hope it's not a big TV.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, I think if Jericho does win, it has to be in a way that protects Max.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a toss-up. It could go either way. I'm rooting for Jericho because that's the fan in me, because I've been rooting for Jericho since I was 15 years old.
Oh, I love the guy, man. I remember
So.
when he made his debut in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, God, he looks so young, man. We all look younger then. But
Yes.
so Paul White versus QT Marshall, we know who's winning that one, man. I mean, friggin', come on. QT's storyline has been better than I expected it to be, but man, there's no way they're gonna have White lose his first match in AEW. He's gonna squash him. It's gonna be like the typical Big Show match where he'll beat the living hell out of him for about 5 minutes. He'll start working his legs, and then at the end he's just gonna grab him by the friggin' throat and he's gonna plant him through the friggin' earth. So, should be fun. Especially with he's got the factory behind him, so they're getting involved. Now this is the match that I'm really excited about. Pac versus Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a banger, man.
That match is going to be good.
The Hicks villain said QT upset victory thanks to Aaron's slow bro. Jeez, dude. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome, man. You've got two guys that can really go here. Pac never disappoints. Andrade's been like, did you see Andrade versus Kenny at AAA?
I saw a little bit of that match. Yeah,
it was a great match, man. And you can tell it's like, and one of those things that we talk about, these guys that come from WWE that go to AEW, when they get in there and they start having matches, man, you can tell that they're having fun. You could tell that just like Punk came out when he was so excited. Like that guy's love for wrestling was dead, and when he came out in that when he came out in Chicago, those fans, man, you could tell that he just that spark just turned into a friggin' flame. So, yeah, I think this has the potential to be the best match of the night, in my opinion. Pac versus Andrade.
It can, yeah, absolutely. Pac is Pac, man. Every match he's been in has been a great match.
That's been a banger, man. Yeah.
I think y'all were talking about that before, talking about the Lucha Bros and Pac before I came on about them, and I think one of y'all said, I don't know which one because I was messing around trying to get on the stream, but one of y'all said something that you thought they would be better with Andrade, and I agree. I don't want to see Death Triangle break up. Mm-hmm. But I do think they would be better with
that storyline. Would be amazing. I think. Them. Yeah. So does Rick come out this time? I wouldn't be surprised. He could. I don't think so, because I think NWA is trying to court him because he was at their last show. It's possible. I mean, anything's possible. The AEW All Out, they do love having surprises happen at All Out.
So you got Ruby and possible Bryan Danielson at All Out. So how many surprises do you need?
Yeah. So now let me ask you, Justin, would you hold on to him until the 22nd, or would you debut him now to make sure that he can actually be like you actually have a show and get that fan pop?
That's a tough question because we know we missed it with Brody Lee.
Mm-hmm.
With the debut of Brody Lee, they canceled it the next week. You want them there for people. So if there's a chance that the New York show or the big shows aren't going to happen, then you have to debut them at All Out.
Yeah,
you have to in front of people, in front of thousands.
Yeah, so I think it's a matter of what you want versus what you need. Mm-hmm. You want to do them on the 22nd because it's a bigger crowd and it's that big New York show, but you got to get, like you said, you got to get that crowd pop when he comes out there. So, Billy needs more tonight. Tonight's play is to avoid Flair time. Okay. Now this is another match that some people were upset because they were expecting Tanahashi to be in it, but like I said, with the Wrestling Grand Slam show being the day before, there's no way it was going to happen. But Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. Dude, Kojima's a good wrestler, man. He could put on a good solid match, and he likes to, he plays well into that Moxley Smash Mouth style. So this is another match I think has potential to be a lot better than people are thinking it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm excited about this match. I don't know much about him. I just started following him on Twitter, and I love what he posts.
He's kind of he's basically the way that a lot of people refer to him. He doesn't really like it, but it is kind of true. He's kind of a Japanese Stan Hansen clone.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
and he like his finishing move is the lariat. So
yeah.
But yeah, I actually like him.
He packs a punch. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good mix with him and Mox.
Yep. And then the match that everybody's talking about, man, steel cage match. This is only what, the third steel cage match that AEW's ever had?
I think so.
Yeah, because the first one was Cody versus
Wardlow.
Then there was the blood and guts, and then there's this. So this is only like the third steel cage match. Yeah, it's always better in front of a crowd, 100%. So this is only the third steel cage match, and the Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, man. You know somebody's coming off that cage.
I personally think this is going to be the match of the night. That's just
very possible.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys. I mean, every time these guys go, it's always friggin' crazy, man. And I'm predicting. I think Lucha Brothers take it here, man. What do you think?
I agree, man. Let's go.
Ciro Miro.
I think they take it. I think they've lost a couple times in these title matches, and I think it's time to put the gold on.
Yeah, I think it's time. Like I said, and I do like that they're having these long reigns with these belts because I think that lends legitimacy to them, and it helps build up the the importance of them. I think the belt that's changed hands the most is the TNT title, and that's only been 4 times.
Yep.
So I like it when they like friggin' Walter, his reign just ended. Ilya Dragunov, that was an awesome match, by the way. Ilya Dragunov versus Walter was fantastic. 3 years. That dude held on to that friggin' belt for 3 years.
And the NWA title, 1,000 years. I mean, 1,000 years, 1,000 days.
Yeah, 1,000 days. Yeah, man. Yeah, Nick Aldis' reign, which was almost as long. But it puts awesome importance on those titles, though.
I got to hold that title.
That's awesome. The old school NWA title. That thing is
I got to hold it.
That's one that's one of my favorite belts of all time. Man. I love the big gold belt because Flair made it so iconic.
Yeah.
But that old school belt, man.
Yeah. I met Nick Aldis and he had the belt. I was like, hey, you think I could
hold that? And he's probably like,
no.
This guy might run off with it.
I'm predicting Lucha Brothers take this. I think it's going to be, like you said, it could be the match tonight. Eddie Kingston versus Miro. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a short match.
I think it's probably going to be at least 10 minutes.
Eddie's going to get some offense. They set it up for Eddie to get offense the other night with how he came in and he was able to get a little bit of offense on him. But in the end, Miro's going to win. They're building Miro to be a freaking animal.
I love his character right now, man. I think he's one of the most entertaining things on AEW right now. It's at the same time it's kind of goofy, but it's also he comes out and he just freaking murders people, which is exactly what we wanted in the first place. Is like, dude, he's a freaking monster. Let him be a monster.
It's not, man. The guy's got the best double jointed wife in the world.
Yeah. Dude, those promos he cuts are so friggin' funny, man. They're so awesome. But it's basically the ravings of a lunatic. So it fits perfectly. AEW Women's Championship, Chris Statlander versus Britt Baker. I think it's going to be a great match, but I think they're not taking that belt off of Britt anytime soon.
No, they're not.
They'd be crazy too.
She's on fire right now. Though I don't think her reign has been great.
No,
by any means. I think this can be the start of it. With whoever wins the Casino Battle Royale going to feud against her, this could be the start of making that
hey, Miss
reign
Courtney.
Very good.
Yeah.
Courtney. She has Jamie Hayter can be coming out in the ring with her too. So
yeah, I definitely think that Jamie Hayter's going to play into it. I think Jamie Hayter's going to basically help her win, and as heel should. Like we always say, the face should always chase the heel. That's the way it should always work. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it should always work. And I think this is also a way that you can protect Statlander and not take momentum off of her, since she's only had a few matches since she came back. And I think this is going to be the first real big test for her. But yeah, they're not. I don't think they're taking that belt off of Britt anytime soon. And honestly, I don't know who they're going to get to take it off of her. I think right now they're in the process of building some people up, because right now you got Thunder Rosa, you got Chris Statlander, you got Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is, I think, though, you should kind of use the way they used Andre the Giant, because she's so much bigger and stronger than everybody else. She should be that monster that comes in, wrecks everything, has the big match against the face, and then kind of goes away again, and then comes back and rinse and repeat the way that they used to do Andre back in the day. Yep. You got Serena Deeb and you got Sheeta, and that's really right now the only ones that are really on that same level. Yeah. But they've got 4 or 5 that are on their way up, and then you throw Ruby Soho into that mix, I say within another year, they've got a really, really, really solid. I mean, they've got a solid women's division now. They're gonna have a really, really good women's division here in like another year or two. Make
it even better. Bring in Tessa.
Oh,
so now people are saying that she might be a surprise tonight too.
I was getting ready to say that. I was getting ready to mention her.
Dude, if that happens, she's definitely winning that friggin' battle royal.
She immediately becomes probably the best all-around wrestler on the roster.
Yeah. Hands down, 100%. But and if that happened, man, the wrestling world would lose their freaking gourd.
Good, in a good way and a bad way.
Yes.
There's going to be so much. She's so polarizing.
Yeah. She 100%. She's kind of like the Matt Riddle of indie wrestling, man. Matt Riddle's like that guy that just he has no filter. He just he's very polarizing. And she's the same way.
Your next match is Chicago's own Cult of Personality.
Punk versus Allen. What do you think? It's got to be Punk's got to win this.
He's got to.
You're not going to have him lose his first, again. You're not going to have him lose his first match.
You're going to have signs out there. If Punk loses, we riot.
Yeah. And it's not going to hurt Darby Allin to lose to CM Punk.
No, it's not. And we've seen Darby lose matches and get put over and come out like smelling like a rose.
Well, I think that if Punk is really good to go, this is going to be Darby's best match.
That's possible. Darby I don't think Darby's had a bad match. Me
neither.
I know a lot of people say he's so small and everything like that. Yeah, but the way he uses his offense, man, every move he does, it looks like he's throwing every ounce of his body weight into that thing.
It's brutal. It kind of hurts watching him do the suicidos out of the ring, because he's a slingshot.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. The distance he got on that when he was in that match with Ethan Page, the distance he got when he came off that friggin' into the coffin, I'm like, he's dead. He just killed himself so he could kill Page.
I think I've said that about 100 times with him. I'm like, guy, there's no way he's getting up from this.
Yeah,
there's no way.
And he's even said that he knows is like the way I wrestle, I know I'm going to have a short career, but it's going to be a friggin' bright, a fiery one. So, and he's 100% right. And Maldecido's 100% correct. Like Punk's going to win, Darby's going to get a massive rub from this. Like he needs it. He's already one of the most over wrestlers out there right now today. Courtney said, "Who's not showing his face?" That's Johnny, because Johnny's a bitch.
I gotta jump ship.
Yep.
I gotta get stuff set up for my show real quick. And thank you for letting me join for a few minutes, guys.
Anytime, Justin. Anytime.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Drop the link for you guys to show in the private chat real quick. I'll throw it out there and let everybody that's watching it go over there and check it out, because I'll definitely go over there to check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good night.
No problem,
you too, man. Thank
you.
you.
Fun. Enjoy the show this weekend, man.
Yes, you too.
Yeah, man.
But it's great having Justin here, man.
Yeah, it was, man.
That was the highlight of the day.
Yeah,
nothing against you, Johnny, man. Just having Justin here.
I'm here to annoy Bob, and I think I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of it.
Nice.
But yeah, man, it's always fun. It's always fun hanging out with him. But last match.
Yep.
AEW World Championship match. Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega. Omega's winning this.
Yep.
He's not dropping that. He's not dropping that belt. I think it's going to be an awesome match, though. I think their first match for the Impact title was really good.
Yep.
So this will at least be just as good.
Yeah, but I agree with Justin. I think the tag match is match of the night.
Yeah, the two matches that I think have the potential for stealing it. Well, actually, there's three matches. Punk versus Darby Allin could very well end up being the best match of the entire night.
It could be. It could be. I mean, the crowd's going to be into that.
Oh, 100%.
Start to finish.
And if Punk is like they said, if he is 100% ready to go and he's able to perform at the level that he was before he left, it's going to be a banger, man. We moved to Tuesdays when we started, so about 3 months ago. Yeah. So when we restarted the show, we moved it to Tuesdays because Tuesdays work better for us. But yep, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're trying to get this thing back to where we once were.
And we're going to be live reacting this Sunday.
Yes. By the way, yes. Everybody before we end this thing here, which will be ended here shortly, we are going to be doing live reactions to All Out this Sunday. So come check it out. We'll be inviting people in to hang out with us when we check it when we're watching. And yeah, you guys have seen our watch parties before, man. They've gotten pretty raucous sometimes, but should be a lot of fun.
And Rob's getting these coming back soon.
Yep. Actually, they're already back. I just have to work out like the payment and all that stuff like that. So we will be bringing back the Wrestling Council t-shirts. Like I said, and then like Frank said, we are going to be live streaming All Out this weekend. This
Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's going to be dope. But Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks and Pac versus Andrade. Those three matches have the potential to be the match of the night. It's a freaking awesome card, man.
Oh,
yeah. It's dope as hell.
And even the women's battle royals, depending on who comes out, could be, I mean, a great match.
The thing with battle royales like this is it's a gimmick match,
right?
They could either like they're usually a lot longer than I feel like they need to be, but you can always end up with some really cool. You'll usually end up with some really cool spots in them. Like, dude, the friggin' spot that what was it last year when friggin' Brian Cage put Darby in the body bag. And we thought he killed him. It's like, oh my god, dude, come on. Courtney says, I say we get dark-haired Cody back. You think Cody's going to go dark?
No,
I don't think so either. I think Cody's gone for the next couple of months because he's filming 2 shows, isn't he? The reality show's already done. The reality show's already done, and then he's got the the game show that they do. He's in the middle of filming that, so and he might make an appearance. It'd be pretty cool. I think there's wildest prediction you've got for this thing. Let's wrap it up with that.
Wildest prediction.
Yeah.
Wildest prediction. Tessa Blanchard shows up and wins the women's battle royal.
Okay. My wildest prediction, Adam Cole shows up and helps Kenny Omega win the title, keep the title. That's my crazy. That's the craziest thing that could happen.
Well, to me, the craziest thing that can happen is Kenny win this like with no screwy finish. That's my wild prediction.
Kenny wins clean.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. Where's your imagination? Come on. This is supposed to be the wildest thing that's possible.
I'm tired of seeing him calling the books and doing the cheats because I got tired of that, man.
He's a heel.
That's
what heels do.
He's done that enough. Like, just annoying now.
All right.
Like, if they can make him look strong by seriously beating the other guy.
Yeah. Well, Kenny doesn't really need to look stronger. He's beating everybody. Man, he's really going out there. Tessa's husband Daga shows up and costs Pac the match. That's a big that's actually possible, man. That's actually possible. Courtney says, I think Thunder takes everyone out. It's possible. I don't think Thunder Rosa she's so over. She's in the top echelon of their women's division. I don't think she needs to win the Battle Royal to be inserted into the title picture. And I think it's only a matter of time. I do think that Thunder Rosa is in line to hold the title. I just don't know if she's going to be next.
Tessa is married. Yeah.
Yeah, Tessa's married. Yeah, Tessa's married.
She's married to Daga.
Yeah, she's married to Daga.
Yeah, they got married earlier this year.
Yeah.
I think it was this year.
Honestly, I think Tessa's going to WWE, but
does Bryan show up Sunday?
I think he does.
If he does he just come out like Punk did on Rampage, or does he actually come out during a match?
Well, I think he comes out. I think he comes out during a match.
It wouldn't be
Question is, what?
No, they would have them comparing like both entrances if it was the same thing. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Does he come out and cost MJF his match against Jericho?
It's possible. That could possibly be what happens. That he interferes, and that's how Jericho wins. Something like that. Or does he do like the Moxley, comes out after the world title match is over, and basically comes in and beats down Kenny, and sets himself up for a match versus Kenny?
Or does Adam Cole come out and Bryan Danielson come out after and take Adam Cole out?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's a million and one possibilities. Bryan Danielson comes. This is something we have not thought about. Daniel Bryan debuting as a heel. He could come out and like punk. Not to, mix words, but yeah, and that's why Conan told Coley he better learn Spanish. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we've all expected Tessa to show up at AEW for a long time now. I honestly think it's whoever drops the most money in front of her when it comes to it. And I know WWE are super, super, super keen on picking her up, but at the same time, she does like to hang out with her husband. So, but anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're long past the time that we expected to be, but want a big shout out to Maldacito, Courtney for finally making it back over here.
The Indie Kid was here for a short time.
Indie Kid, Hicks Villain,
and Justin.
Justin, man, it's awesome to see you. Every time. Appreciate everybody that stopped in here.
Did he drop the link at all?
No, I'm gonna go find it and I'll drop it in the actually, where is it here? Actually, yeah, I'll drop it in the comments after it posts. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Like I said, we're here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks to everybody. Johnny, I forgot to say thanks to you. I'll say thanks to you, even though you're a little prick.
Come out Sunday.
Yes, guys, join us Sunday. We're going to drop the link in there. We're going to let everybody in just like we did this time. And we're going to hang out and we'll watch some awesome wrestling.
Of course, we're still going, Yoel.
Yeah, dude. We don't stop until we're done. But take care, everybody. We appreciate it. We keep forgetting to do Who Better Than Randy.
You know what? You had Justin on, so that supersedes anything with Who Better Than Randy this week.
Yeah, I know. It's still I just like it when I just like playing it. Well, so we'll do it next week. But anyway, guys, appreciate everybody being here. We see you guys next week. See you Sunday at AEW All Out. Take it easy, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.